Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LRS GT series. We're going to be racing for 15 rounds in all types of places, some double headers, some just for ones. And of course, we have 20 drivers here, the biggest in any series. And of course, the biggest series is the LRS GT, as it has the most entries. Better get ready and start with the race. I'll get into way more information during the race. But for the time being, we're going to look at these guys qualifying and then racing right after. Also, keep an eye out for the next two races. We have the Sunshine Island Bahrain race and the Blank Watkins Glen race. We're going to be going to Bahrain, to America. And we're going to see who's going to be taking victory lane there. But let's not keep an eye on that. And let's, in fact, keep an eye on who's going to be taking victory lane here at Bahrain today. So, about to take a look at the qualifying session. Taking a look at Demi Hollywood coming out first. The 77. Of course, really good driver. He has had multiple race wins here and there. And now he's here in the GT series. Driving the McLaren 650S. And driving with the Arizona livery, of course. Blake Easyyoy, the number 39. The Canadian. Driving the Gensokyo Radio Toho livery right here. Also the car. And Blake has a very decorated racing history too. A lot of drivers are coming out at the moment. Blake Easyyoy has a very decorated racing history. Of course, has done a lot of GT racing in the past, and now joins in with the big boys. So looking at Metro, the driver driving the Legends Endurance Lamborghini Huracan GT3 here. It's the exact same model that he has used during the Legends Endurance. And he got second in that, beaten by the driver ahead of him, which is Jake Garbus. We're looking at Audi, another driver who also partook within the Legends Endurance, although not in the GT3 category, but instead in the LMP1 category. And in the fourth, the last spot to Smoke Hero, who's also in the same series, driving the same car, funny enough. And also Scratch and Sam. Those are the three drivers that got faster than them. And so looking at Demi starting his lap. And so is Blake and Pluto. So looking at Ricky right here. And although, I don't know for how many people notice, the livery looks a bit familiar. And that's because he is rocking the Persona 5 Royal livery again. The red up front and the stars on the back. Like the actual Persona car, or the car he ran in Legends, or in Roblox era stock car. It's a bit of a blast to the past. A bit of a nostalgic livery. I love that it fits super well on the Ferrari. That's what we'll be racing here today. Looking at the 17 of Danny Allister, and since we were talking about stock car and Roblox era, looking at the driver that actually had the most points out of any driver in stock car, and Blue the Demon, another new driver that we have here, and he actually has his own racing team. That is the Phantom Motorsports team. Of course, Phantom is more than just a racing team. It's also a manufacturer that joined in as a GT racing team, as opposed to their own cars. That's nice to see that we have people like that. And of course, Phantom versus Aquaman is a thing that has been brewing here and there when the announcement of Blue joining in Phantom Motorsports came in. The question is, who's going to be the better motorsport team, Aquaman or Phantom? It's really between Blue or JKR, but also Intoxicated, since the JKR and Intoxicated have teamed up now, and teams will be joining in, or there'll be actual like confirmed teams in LRS after the Legends 2 Endurance or the Legends Endurance 2. After that, we're gonna have actual teams, and JKR's planning on signing Intoxicated to his team, and Blue the Demon is planning on signing Smoke Hero to his team. It's gonna be a nice battle against one another. I'm curious of how they'll end up. Looking at Demi Hollywood so far in pole position with 148.269. And also Shiny, another driver that was in the Legends Endurance and driving the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Pokemon Sun and Moon, that ended up third in the standings, and right behind Shiny, who is the other driver that also partook in Legends Endurance. Looking at MTL, Blue the Demon, coming over to take that top spot with a 148.078, and Blue with a 148.240. And it kind of reminds me of the days of test season, where it was MTL versus Intoxicated. Looking at Metro, coming over across the line. We're also looking at the 72 of JKR, the driver that won in the Legends Endurance GT3 category in the same car he's driving right now at the moment. And that's the number 72 Ackerman Motorsports Mercedes AMG GT3. And he took that win midway through he overtook Metro, who was the leader during the time, and took that win, not even that, or he took that first spot not that long after the race started. So looking at Jimmy Fuego, driving the Buckshot Bros Vintage.com. Mercedes AMG GT3 goes side to side right there with Demi. We're already gonna get some on-track action this soon. Oh man, it's gonna be a good season if that is the case. Looking at Smoker at the moment, 12th in the standings. He's close to turning that 12th into an 11, or from a 12th into an 11th. She's out the pace a bit more during the qualifying run, and he could take that spot away from Jimmy Fuego. So we're looking at Danny Alistair in between Intoxicated and Ellie. Also looking at the 69 as well. Another driver that was in the Legends Endurance. Fortunately ended up 5th in the GT3 category. Is all the way at the bottom right now in the qualifying session here. Of course, there's a lot of Americans on the field here, including Ricky, that also drives the Ferrari. It's a beautiful car. I'll be honest with you, it's a beautiful car. So you have less than a minute remaining. Time is ticking, and we have to look at these guys crossing the line. This has to be D lap for multiple drivers, including the 5 right here of Ricky, who's currently in 10th. Not that far away from Pluto in 9th. And another Ferrari driver that is in 4th. That's the number 7 of Kanzi, who is here in the GT series and also in the Formula series along with Jimmy Fuego. Both of them with the Vintage.com Boxer Bros. And the qualifying session here in Mugello will come to an end as we are going to take a look at 20 cars crossing the line. And let's see who has the proper lap here. No improvements from either of the drivers. How about Metro? No improvement from him. How about Artie? No improvement. Kanzi? No improvement. How about Smokero or Ricky? Ricky getting a lot of speed on the straight here. No improvement for Ricky nor Smokero. How about Jimmy Fuego? Who's, I think, midway through the field. Oh, he's at the first section, first sector. So far, the top 5 untouched at the moment. But it could all change at the end of this lap. Looking at the pole sitter, MTL. Let's see if he could actually keep that pole position for the entirety of the qualifying session, or if he could keep that first place for the entirety of the race. He's right behind Blue, right behind Blue the Demon, who's in 2nd at the moment. And no improvement from Blue, no improvement from Kanzi, no improvement from Intoxicated. How about Demi? How about Ecstasia? How about Jimmy Fuego? No improvement. There is none. As the top 10, it has been MTL, Blue the Demon, Demi Hollow, Kanzi, Intoxicated, Denny, Violet Sky, JKR, Pluto, and Ricky as we're about to go green. Racing here for 10 laps at Mugello. Starting off the season. Here we go. MTL very comfortably in the lead. Of course, the most entrants in any series here. 20 cars all going against each other. Currently, it looks like a top 3 for McLaren, but it could all change over time. Of course, there's 9 more laps of question marks, but those question marks could turn into driver names midway through the race, or it could all go down the drain, and it could possibly go from a McLaren to possibly a Ferrari or a Porsche. Are we going to see a battle again? Are we going to see that battle again? I hope we'll see a different battle as opposed to the classic one. Looking at Ecstasia, 71, Blue Monster Energy. Gets really close to Audi right there. I think there's a smoke over there, or am I stupid? I might be stupid. Ecstasia gets ahead of Audi right here. Now Ecstasia trying to get 2 birds with 1 stone. Not really working. Lots of cars going left and right. They're going 2-3 wide, I think. But mostly 2 wide over there. Smoke Air trying to go on the inside of Ricky. Not working. Had to get harder on the brakes. So he tried to squeeze in and spear in that BMW between the Apex and the Ferrari. And I thought somebody went off over there. And there's a lot of cars back there. It is an absolute war zone behind Artie. 2 out of 10. Now there's Slaughter not making a move on Extasia right here. Side to side now, Extasia. Trying to stay on the inside and keep that spot ahead. And holds back the 69 Assault. Now, beautiful work right there. Intoxicated. Behind Kanzi. At around 2 of 10. And MTL comfortably in the lead so far, I would say. And Demi also, well, not really comfortably in second, as Blue is very close to Demi right there. And the 4 Nissans all coming together. Ricky behind JKR. Now Blue on the inside here. Onto the hairpin, and now side to side with Demi. Looking at the cockpit of Blue the Demon, who gets ahead of the 77 who went a bit onto the grass. Now this could give Kanzi an opportunity, but also Intoxicated an opportunity, as Blue the Demon is now second place ahead of Demi. And now the 25, the Brit is going to hunt down the number 12. So looking at Intoxicated right here. Back to the 11 of Artie, gets really close to Metro, and that's why there's a lot of dust over there. That's because of drivers going very wide over there, and now Metro and Artie side to side onto the straightaway. Same story with Blake, Ezio, and Extasia. As Artie spears that BMW inside and pushed Metro very wide, but now Metro is already, well, I don't think he's already anymore, as now Extasia or Blake Easy or both of the Nissans have a shot to get ahead of the Lamborghini here. Up 4 out of 10 so far, Renacci. All the way in 18th at the moment. And Blake in 17th. Uy, tried to get ahead of Metro, did not work. But the 39 is not going to give up. But neither is Renacci, as they get side to side right here. And Blake holding off Reyna for the time being. So Anastasia all the way in 19th at the moment. And Metro still keeping it cool, despite the fact that there's a lot of drivers behind them. So we're about to go into lap 5 out of 10. 5 more laps to go. MTL in the lead. But that lead is now in question as Blue's getting closer and closer. What will the Brit do against the American? As Jamie Fuego gets ahead of Violet Sky. Looking at Ricky still behind JKR at the moment, and JKR behind Shiny. Danny Allister in 9th. But Ricky all the way in 12th at the moment. See how the 5 will be doing against all the others and how he's going to get ahead of the pack here. Or if he even will go ahead of the pack. Or if he's just going to stay behind and keep it safe or play it safe. Looking at Blue the Demon, you definitely see him trying to make a move here. But it's just not working at the moment. And Renacci, we're looking at behind Blake Izayoi, who's behind the Metro, but actually in close quarters. They could try to go for an overtake any second, just to keep the pace up, and there's a bigger chance that Blake could overtake Metro. Could it be now? No, it won't. Maybe next lap or another time. Blake needs to keep that pace up, or else it is not gonna work for the 39 and all. Back to Blue against MTL. 2 of the McLarens. Is L'Oreal McLaren podium lockout at the moment. Blake over there lost it for a second. That was actually very shocking. I thought Blake would spin out. Oh, now Reina trying to push at the back out there. Now Anastasia gonna take that spot away from the 44. Lap 7 out of 10. 3 more laps to go. I'll say 4 more. Blue is leading at the moment. I didn't even notice. I thought he was second. But Blue, the Demon in the lead, and now Demi also creeping in. This could be a change for the top 3. As now Demi could challenge the 12. JKR at the moment against Shiny, but also the pressure of Ricky right behind him. As Ricky now tries to make a move, didn't really work. Tries to go on the outside, had to go hard on the brakes, and now JKR could run away, but Ricky has acceleration. Into lap 8. So we have 3 more laps to go with Blue the Demon in the lead. You do see JKR try to get ahead of Shiny right there. Shiny getting ahead of JKR as JKR already took that spot away from D1. And now Shiny had a little bit of a slip up over there. Now Ricky also close to overtaking. No, there goes Ricky. Spins out. And he tries to get back on the field and he just beats his car like that. Just like that. Beats the vehicle. Well, there goes your entire race. There goes Ricky. Done deal. And the Ferrari is now out of question. This could give Smokero possibly a better spot at the moment, as Ricky had a chance to make it a good day for Ferrari and completely ruined all of that chance as he's now into the pits. Soon about to be sent back out, but under a lap. Unless there's too much damage and he is done for the entire race. Very unfortunate that stuff like that does happen. But luckily, Ricky is back in the field. And Artie trying to get ahead of Ellie right there. And I think he did get ahead of Ellie. Beautiful. Beautiful job right there from the 11 of Artie. Into lap 10, we're about to look at Blue Go. As we're about to wave white flag. One more lap to go here at Mugello. Blue the Demon in the lead here. Empty on second and Demi in third. And Jimmy Fuego close to Pluto. He could try to overtake at any second. Oh, and it looks like it might be here or at another location. I feel like it's going to be one of these turns soon. And I think Demi has also given up on MTL. But the question is, does MTL still think that Demi's behind them or under pressure? It is not a great day today for the Nissan drivers, as they're all at the bottom of the barrel. Unfortunately, they had a chance earlier in the race, but at the end of the race, we have not seen them strive in the slightest. But who we have seen strive not even in the slightest, but completely strive, are the McLarens, as they're gonna do a podium lockout. As we're waving a black and white checkered flag, the first ever GT official race. The LRS GT Series has been won by Blue the Demon. MTL coming home in second and Demi in third. Kazi in fourth and Intoxicate in fifth. Pluto, brand new driver, all the way in sixth. Jim Fuego in seventh. Violet Sky in eighth. Daniel Lister in ninth. And JKR rounding it off with a 10th. This was a nice race to start at the season with. Smoker also coming home. And Artie, same story. Of course, Shiny, Smoker, Artie, Ellie, Metro, and anyone else underneath losing out. And especially Ricky, who lost out on it the most. Very unfortunate for D5. And the race, it was Blue the Demon, or the results was Blue the Demon, MTL, Demi, Kanzi, Intoxicated, Pluto, Jimmy, Violet, Danny, and JKR. Fastest lap made by Blue. But that did not change anything in the slightest, as we are about to be taking a look at the results. It is MTL who is leading after that pole position. And also Blue in second, surprisingly, despite the fact that he had a really fast lap too. And Demi in third, but 8 points. Kanzi with 7, Tassigata with 6. You also have Pluto 5, Jimmy 4, Violet 3, Danny with 2, and Jake with 1, and of course 10 drivers still with 0 under the name. But let's see if they could get themselves from a 0 to even more. It's about to go into round 2, Sunshine Island Bahrain race. So until